So akidearests recently uploaded a video called Japan has changed me. And so there's like this phenomenon that happens to like Americans a lot more. Do you think Japan changed you?
Yes. For better or for worse, that's left to be, I guess, said. But it has changed me in some ways, yes.
Do you think you became like better or like worse?
Does being slightly more racist count as better?
You came to Japan and you became racist. I mean, the thing is like, so what he means here is like, he started hating foreigners a lot more. It's like what happens to all the foreigners here. If you come to Japan, you kind of notice foreigners stand out. So like foreigners hate each other, and he's doing that in Japan. So he became racist towards foreigners. So like in this episode, I wanted to kind of talk about this like akidearest situation. I haven't really watched it yet, so like we're not gonna like react to it. This is kind of like a theme. So
hey friends, it's akidearests. So I am currently in my old room visiting my folks for the summer. I've had a lot to do here with the wedding coming up and things like that. You guys probably recognize this room from my older videos for those of you that have been around this channel. This room used to be covered in anime merch and all the things that I've gotten at anime conventions. And now it's just become a Pinterest mood board. And a lot has changed over the years in this house. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Not only has this room changed, but I personally have changed the longer that I have lived in Japan. So I've been coming in and out of America roughly like twice a year if I can to see my family. And every time that I come here,
you haven't really gone back to like America forever. So you've been
I don't know forever, but ever since I started school.
But like, so you came to Japan in December, so it's been like what, 7 months?
Well,
you actually went back to America once.
Well, I went back for about a week and a half just to do some document work, but yeah.
Do you think you became more Japanese like when you went back to America? Did you get shocked by how things were?
Well, culturally, not really. Mostly, I guess, structurally, just because I wasn't used to not seeing 3 to 5 story buildings anymore. Because when I went back to the States, it was just, everything's just level. But then again, that could be a thing from where I'm from.
This is like something I've talked about before too. Like, so he's from Las Vegas. What's really interesting is like once you go to Las Vegas, like suddenly there's like a lot of like homeless people and like tweakers too. And you don't see, I mean, you see some homeless people, but you don't really see tweakers in Japan at all. And
they kind of look like them, but they're not. Sometimes.
In Japan?
Yeah.
I saw one tweaker in Shinjuku. He instantly got arrested.
Well, we saw an anime character during one of the World Cup streams. But yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
I have realized so many parts of me just have changed over time. When you live abroad, and I'm not just talking about living out of the country, you don't have to do anything extreme like that. Just moving out and trying to, change to fit around your environment while you're making new friends and to kind of just fit in with the norm or whatever. A lot changes. Even if you're in just a different city of the same state, a lot can change by the time that you come back to your hometown. So even more so, the first time I ever moved out of the house was to a whole different country, to Japan, and I've lived there now for 7
years. The thing is, like, so in your case, like, you are a Mexican American, but you kind of grew up in Vegas, but you've never really been to Mexico. I went Mexico once
4 years ago,
and you've never really lived in any other.
No.
So this is like
I've only moved houses within Vegas, but not. I've never lived outside of Vegas.
And culturally, the difference between America and Japan should be really, really huge, right?
Yes.
And you know how like people kind of start, like, it's not like they start whining about it, but like the fundamental parts of like, the fundamental parts between Japan and America are insanely huge that they kind of, it's not like they start whining, but they talk about how it's insane for Americans to live here.
It's because, it's such a big cultural difference. They're not used to it, and in some cases they kind of refuse to get used to it. But I mean, after some time, some do get used to it. I mean, in my case, I kind of knew of some of the nuances behind Japanese culture
because of anime
well, yeah,
and VTubers.
but even without that though, you still kind of have to respect it, right? You may not like it, but you have to respect it, especially if you're living here.
Yeah. So I guess like you kind of changed a little bit to assimilate, I guess. And
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I am starting to see like senseless violence being more and more pointless. Like, you know, two people arguing and then they're like, oh, what the fuck, bro? And then suddenly, you know, a fight breaks out. It's like, oh, all that's kind of avoidable. But
I've never really seen that in Japan yet.
No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. But you know, the more I've been here, the more I've realized, you know, things can be talked out without violence,
So
without resorting to violence.
That happens in America.
A lot.
Vegas, okay.
Yeah, well, not just Vegas, just the states in general. I mean, looking at the videos, you know, you see on the internet, people usually go straight to fist fight. Like the other day, I saw a black dude pick a fight with an Asian dude wearing a sailor suit. I don't know why they started beefing, but regardless, the black guy got choked out by the guy wearing the sailor suit, and that was embarrassing.
In Tokyo?
No, it was in, I don't know, somewhere in the States.
Okay, interesting. Like in Japan, I guess like there are some people that fight and stuff too, but so this is like, we're in Chiba. In Chiba, it really feels like nothing like that happens. I guess in Tokyo, like that happens maybe.
1.5 years, and I just wanted to talk about the things that Japan has done to me. There are parts of my personality that are never going to go back to the way it was. Like, Japan has changed me for some for the better, some for the worst. I'll have you guys decide that by the end of this video because that's what I want to talk about. I'm going to list all of the things that have changed about me since moving to Japan, and that I have only realized since visiting back in America, because I lived in America for over 26 years, and it's amazing what 7 years can just do to you. So I'm gonna just share some things, and it's gonna be kind of probably boring to you guys because like a lot of the things I say are just so normal for the average American, but I hope you guys can probably put yourself in my shoes of just
so the reason why I kind of wanted to talk about this video is because, like, again, so she thinks it's like not really fun and whatever, and you're in the same situation where you've been in Japan, studying like in Japan, talking to Japanese people. And in your case, you don't see foreigners you see foreigners at school. But other than that, since you're not in Tokyo, we are in Chiba, there aren't a lot of foreigners and you stand out still here, right?
Yes.
So then, like, I'm kind of curious, like, how much you can relate to her here.
Strange everything is now that I don't live here anymore. So let's just get into it. So we're just gonna start off strong. Number 1, American food. I love American food. Every time I come back, one of the first things that I have to do is Chick-fil-A. And I love myself a dirty burger. Sure. What I mean by that, when you go to Japan, aside from going to Shake Shack or McDonald's, or if you want to count it, Burger King, I mean, go to like any mom and pop place that sells burgers in Japan, it's different. And I think the best description that I have heard from
what do you mean?
It is different. I just keep going. I think I know what she's gonna say.
My other American friends in Japan is that it's too clean.
Yes.
It's almost like as
I don't know what
yes. Okay, so you should know this. You don't understand because she's like the way she's explained, but when you hold a burger in your hands and it doesn't fall apart at the seams, it's not a good burger. Granted, there was one burger that I had that was kind of messy, and that was actually pretty good. But if you eat a burger and you don't have to use a shitload of napkins, then it's not really that good of a burger.
Shogun burger is kind of like that. I mean,
kinda.
There's a lot of like a burger places that are like that in Tokyo, I guess, but in Chiba that's impossible to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, we had the one when we went to Hakone. When we went to Hakone, the guy, the really American guy, the guy that really liked America.
Yeah, the America boo.
Yeah, that one was actually a pretty messy burger.
Yeah, that was
that one was actually pretty good.
It was insane because like it was just like $20.
But yeah, like, do you remember like when you go to the States and we have like Five Guys, right? Do you know how messy it makes your hands?
Yeah,
that's how you know it's a good burger.
it was like steamed. It's not dirty enough. It's not greasy enough. It's not oily enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I still that. I mean, I've been kind of saying that too. Like, so you know how everybody thinks American food is gross and whatever. Do you think American food is gross?
I mean, visually it can be, but once you take a bite, ooh.
Like there's this concept like I hear on the internet where people say American food is gross, but isn't it kind of like the point? Like
it looks gross. It may look gross. Again, it just visually it'll probably look gross, but once you take a bite, it's like having sex 72 times in a row.
The thing is, like, when I go to America, I don't want to eat, like, clean stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just find it really interesting how there's, like, some people that say, like, oh, yeah, like, Japanese food is better because it's clean. And the thing is, like, we have, like, clean food, maybe. But when I go to America, I wanna eat something unhealthy. But that's just me saying, because I'm Japanese.
That's what everybody wants. That's why Mexican food is so bad for you, because it's so good.
Do you know, like, what Japanese people want to eat? Like when they're in the States,
no,
they want to eat like all unhealthy stuff. Like
because I mean you're on vacation or whatever, so it's obvious. It's like you throw the diet away and all that stuff. Like, for example, for the World Cup, people were experiencing like American fast food places for the first time, and they were all shocked. I mean, you could see videos of it everywhere on Twitter where they're like, "Oh, we were lied to about the States. This food is amazing," and they're just like, mind blown.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Of like the vegetables and all of like the other ingredients, it's clean. Like I feel like I can still function throughout the day. That's a great thing. But as an American who wants to gorge and just be nasty for one day, I've really just missed a nice Five Guys burger just drenched in whatever it is I want. I really do. And
the thing is, like, so we do actually have something like that too. It's not a burger, but that's ramen and like.
Yeah.
It's just like what you get is just different. But if you want to get something like dirty and gross,
well, it's oily.
I mean, Jiro ramen.
Yeah, Jiro ramen.
Jiro ramen is like this ramen. I mean, you can Google it, dude. Like JIRO ramen. It's like you have a like bowl, and it's like it has just like a lot of like veggies, mainly bean sprouts and whatever. But that's like Japanese burger, but ramen, I guess. But it's not like what that is.
I mean, the equivalent, I guess you could say for like Mexicans, it's like tacos, I guess. As racist as that may sound.
I mean, sure.
So I've really missed that. I miss Chick-fil-A, I miss the burgers, and I've missed just a lot.
Isn't Chick-fil-A supposed to be kind of clean too?
I find it to be basic. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, if you like it, it's fine. But
I really like American food. Oh, I just came back from Texas Roadhouse, and it was great. The bad part about all of that is I can't finish any of it. I can't stomach down nearly as much as I
did. Did you notice how you actually started eating a lot less in Japan?
Yeah, I know what she's talking about.
I don't know how that happened, because I remember when you first came to Japan, you ate a lot, actually. But once you came to Japan, and you started eating a lot less and less, and then I noticed I can finish my food in the afternoon, like for lunch. You actually leave some rice and stuff too. Yeah. So like that definitely is a thing.
Well, I mean, it actually helps though, because in that way, I don't always
you lose health.
Yeah,
you lose weight. Yeah. I don't know why that happens.
I mean, it's actually for the better, technically. Lose weight, and then, you feel fuller, so, you have the appetite fulfillment thing. And then you're not overeating because you're just saving what you left over for later.
There's like this concept I don't really get because I'm like so Japanese too. Like apparently in America, like it feels like you want to eat more and more and you never are full. But in Japan, you get full because I don't know how that works. Like somebody was talking about it too.
MSG.
Is it really how it works?
Maybe.
Then I guess you actually do lose weight in Japan because you actually lost weight here too.
Yeah.
You said
9 kilos so far.
That's a lot. What? Wait, 9?
Yeah, last month.
9.
9 kilos, yeah. No, sorry, 4.
9's like a 20 pounds.
Sorry, yeah, that was my bad. 4, I meant 4. It was 4 kilos because I was thinking in freedom units. Sorry.
Yeah. The thing is,
4 kilos.
I guess like it's really a thing where you actually kind of become full quickly in Japan, whereas in the States, like you are never full and you keep eating, and there's like oil and whatever too, which might be bad for you, but that's kind of what American food aspires to. I don't know, really.
Used to when I lived in America. And also, I can't even drink anything here besides water and unsweetened tea, which, hello, has kind of been my norm in Japan. When I wake up, I can have an iced coffee, but literally just like black coffee with milk, no sweetener, no sugar, no nothing. I cannot have a Starbucks Frappuccino anymore. And I know that Starbucks Japan has some of that, but it's not the norm enough that like...
I actually don't get what that means. What is happening here?
I don't know either.
I can stomach it anymore. I literally, since I've come to America, since I even flew in, all I've been drinking...
I actually don't know what's
I will say, your guys' sodas are way fizzier than ours for some reason.
Yes. So, you know how, like, maybe like Americans do it too, like, so some Japanese people want to eat more too, right? So, like, in Japan, there's like a lot more people that drink like carbonated water here, a lot more, because like I have like a lot in my fridge too. And then, so like they drink carbonated water to make themselves like feel full with like little lunch. I've been kind of doing that too, actually, but I don't know what she means here. Like, what does that mean?
I guess she's just used to not drinking sugary stuff anymore.
In Japan?
Yeah. Even though they still exist here. I mean, that one I don't really understand, because I guess she just stopped doing it out of habit, maybe? Because, I mean, like, again, there's still things like soda, albeit not as much of a variety, but soda still exists in Japan.
And that's compared to America so rare though here.
Yeah.
In America, you can get anything. In Japan, there's only like 2-3 things you can get.
Oh, it's true. Coke, Fanta, and like one other thing.
Yeah. That's probably like,
was water and unsweetened tea. I don't know what happened. My taste buds have just completely eliminated sugary drinks. And I guess that's a good thing. However, for some reason, the only taste bud that hasn't gone away is my taste bud for Baja Blast. I can stomach down a little bit.
I don't know what that is.
The Taco Bell soda. Mountain Dew. It's kind of a meme / not a meme at the same time. But it's like a popular soda. And it's only available during the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also, Americans do that thing too, like a limited whatever thing, because like in Japan there's like a lot of like a kikan gente, like so like only like,
I actually just learned that word at school recently.
Yeah, kikan gente is like basically what runs Japan. Like they sell some certain things only in July and whatever. Do Americans do that too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's not as common though, but it does happen. For instance, Baja Blast is only sold during the summer, and I think Sprite Cranberry is only sold during like winter. But there's like other stuff that, like, you know, pumpkin spice lattes and stuff is only during fall and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
Bit of a Baja Blast. I still can't finish it, but my God, that is the holy grail for me. That is one drink that I look forward to at least taking a sip out of. So that's one thing. And also the portion sizes, I can't finish it. In Japan, I'll probably make another video about this if you guys want me to show the differences of like American portions and Japan portions. Japan believes in the philosophy of being 80% full. Being 80% full.
Do you actually know what that is? I don't know if you know what that is. Like we call it like harahachibu. So, like, in America, you want to be completely full and you want to pass out. In Japan, we call it, like, harahachibu.
Yeah, you eat pretty much as much as you want.
So, like, the thing is, like, you know how if you go to America and if you order, like, a whatever, like a regular sized whatever, that's Japan's, like, large size, right? Except for Jiro ramen. If you go to, like,
massive. You get a small one, that thing's massive.
If you go to, like, a Jiro ramen place and if you order small ramen, that is, like, American large, actually. Like that one's actually kind of surprising too. But in Japan, I guess like everything's really small too. But you know how in America people say like, oh, American food portions like huge, but the thing is like they are like American food is like a lot more expensive now, so that it kind of doesn't make sense much.
Well, fast food is starting to become a luxury now.
I keep hearing that. Yeah, in Japan as well, actually, kind of. Like,
yeah, true.
But like ramen's still like really.
Well, ramen is probably going to be like the one food that's, you know, going to stay cost efficient, maybe.
Yeah,
hopefully.
like what's just really interesting is like, so you know how if you wanted to get a burger, that's $10, like 1,500 yen.
Mhm.
If you wanted to get a fire ramen here, that's only $6, like 900 yen to 1,000. So ramen's like legit a lot cheaper when it's like actually like complete as a like meal, I guess. Yeah,
means that you have your energy for the day, but you're not sluggish. You don't feel like crap. You can still do things throughout the day. Being in America means indulging in the freedom of eating as much as you can and then taking some to bring home later. Takeout isn't really a thing in Japan. There are some places.
Not while you're eating. For instance, if you eat and then you have some left over, that takeout is not a thing. Obviously, you can go order takeout, from a place, but yeah, if you're at a place you sit down and eat and you want to take home, that's not really a thing in Japan. That's more of the States.
Like, so there's like actually this one trick I want everybody to know, and I don't think you know about this either. You go to a restaurant in Japan, right? And you want to actually like box, like you can actually kind of box things like everywhere in the States too. Like you can actually do that in Japan too. Did you know it's a thing?
Well, it is. Like I'm saying, it is a thing, but you very rarely see it, or at least I haven't.
Nobody really does it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if you say like, like I cannot finish it, can I just bring it home? Like 98% of the time, they will say yes. That's from my experience, because like they're not gonna say no to that. Except for ramen places.
So that one kind of makes sense. It's like I can't just give you my bowl.
Yeah.
Unless they have some.
If you somehow happen to have like a case, and if you can actually put the food in it,
not like a Tupperware.
Yeah, maybe. And then if you say like, "Hey, can I bring it home?" They might say yes from experience, because I've seen it so many times. But it depends. But if it's like a restaurant run by whatever like individuals, then it's maybe like that will let you do it. Maybe even not like some big restaurants, like big franchise and stuff too, like Saizeriya. Maybe. You know what? We can try and see like how that works.
That may do it, but overall restaurants don't really like give you a box or really offer to give you a box. They expect you to finish all of your food right then and there. Therefore, the portions are a lot smaller and are finishable. Whereas in America, it's been a challenge every time. I don't think there's been really a single dish I've been able to finish here, and I feel really guilty about it because in Japan, I'm expected to finish everything that I eat. That's a compliment to the chef. But here, I'm put on a challenge. I can't finish it.
I've been kind of talking about everywhere too. So can you explain like why Japanese people slurp their noodles?
It's because they give thanks to the chef. That's why. No, it's because the fucking noodles are hot. That's why.
I'm so curious who started the whole thing. Like who started the first on the internet? Gaijin. Like so. The thing is, like, why do Japanese people slurp noodles? The truest answer is, like, we don't know, actually. Like, so when we slurp noodles, like ramen, because it's hot, that's the answer. But we actually slurp soba, like cold noodle soup. So why do we do it?
I guess it's just a force of habit. But then again, you slurp everything.
But it's not a bad thing here, I guess.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just a force of habit.
Yeah. And then, like, I guess everybody thinks it's because, like, we want to appreciate the chef.
Yeah, somebody made up a lie, basically.
We never think about it. Like, we never think about it. If you say that in Japan, people will think you actually watch anime, you learn Japanese from animes.
And it's like how some people, like, when they drink something, they lift their pinky for some reason. And, they're like, oh, that person's fancy. It's like, I'm just used to it,
Yeah, I guess.
Thing. So that's been one big thing that Japan has changed me. Is it for better? Is it for worse? I really don't know. I guess health-wise, it's for the better. Worse, just because, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not enjoying it as much as I probably could, or as much as I used to. So that's one big difference. Number 2, American fashion. So I'm used to it. It's just I've noticed that my fashion is now different. When I came back to America a few weeks ago, the amount of yoga pants, bralettes, cleavage, crop tops, strapless tops that I have seen, it's like just a clone, every single time. And I get it. Like, I lived in Vegas for so long. Like, it's hot here.
She's from Vegas?
You knew, right? Yeah, you knew, because you kind of talked about it the other day. But yeah, so...
It's supposed to be a shock for the video, but yeah, thanks for ruining it.
Yeah, the thing is, like, so... I'm, like... I don't know if everybody knows about this, but there's like this trend in Japan, and I've been talking about it like only on stream on my channel, but not in videos. So like, do you know what Japanese people wear?
Oversized clothes.
And?
Black.
Yeah, black everything, especially in Tokyo. Black everything, oversized whatever, that's been a thing forever. The trend has been changing a lot too.
Basically early thousands American fashion.
And I don't see jeans anymore. They disappeared. Everybody used to wear jeans here, but now everybody wears like black everything.
I mean, I feel like they still might.
Some,
I mean, like Shibuya.
Yeah, some.
Like,
But like everybody used to wear jeans everywhere before, but now only some people wear jeans. Everybody else wears black and maybe like some white too. I don't really know. And then at the same time, like they just want to act like K-pop stars. Like recently, like
they want to be Korean.
The recent trend is like I want to look like K-pop stars.
Like Jim and Jungkook.
Yeah, basically. And there's like a lot of like younger people freaking talk about K-pop everywhere. And then they, you know how the cool thing like people do nowadays is like they do Instagram and they put some like a Korean words to make themselves like look a bit more riz with like Korean words. Yeah, they do that actually. A lot of like the Japanese channels like do that too recently, and I'm like, that's interesting.
I need to expose my skin. I need to like air it out, but I just can't. I don't know why, but my fashion is very similar to what I wear in Japan, which is just baggy, loose clothing. Not to say that that doesn't exist in America, but I don't know. Maybe it's different in other parts of America, but as far as being in Vegas on the West Coast, the majority of the time I've seen has been like yoga pants paired with some sort of like crop top or strapless tube top. And
the thing is, like, this is my like honest impression too. That's not even like American fashion. It's more that they want to be comfy. Like, my impression. I mean, there are some people who care about fashion too, but my impression of like American fashion is not really like they care about what they look like, but it's more that they want to be comfy, like 100%.
I feel like it depends on the person's body type too.
Yeah, true.
People usually on the heavier side, i.e. me, they tend to go more for comfort rather than fashion, but those more on the fit side tend to go more for fashion.
There are like definitely some people that care about fashion 100%, but like they only focus on how much they can move so they can punch and run. Like that's really my impression.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wearing a fucking, armless shirt right now just so I can get ready to.
Nice. That's so American.
I can rock that every now and then, but I don't know. I think I just like covering up a lot more. Probably because maybe the sun, I don't want to like get burned because, again, that's a very Japan thing. But I've just noticed that my clothing and my fashion is just much more...
It's not like sunblock doesn't exist, but sure.
I know. The thing is, like, I don't know if you know about this, but so... It's like one of the things like people don't talk about on the internet in English, but you probably know about this too. Japanese people want to look pale.
Yeah, she's not Japanese.
Yeah, but I guess that she's talking about the whole like a Japanese culture and like what she wants to be. Like, we have a word for it, which is like bihaku. Bihaku is like a B is like beauty. Haku is like a beauty white. So like we want to be pale and that's better. And Koreans do that same thing too. So like we don't want to be exposed to the sun. And like how there are like girls that use like umbrellas outside too when it's not even raining. Because
but that one makes sense.
Because they don't want to get sunburned. So that's what that is. And since I'm pale, like a lot of people actually admire like my skin, but it's just because my mom's like really pale too.
Arigato mama.
Arigato mama.
Or covered up. I feel a little self-conscious to show my cleavage. And again, I don't know if that's for the better or worse of it. I'm just telling it to you as it is. Japan has made me kind of self-conscious to show cleavage. That doesn't mean I never show cleavage. Sometimes on a night out to Shibuya, I'm like, feast your eyes. But overall, like, if I gotta go out to the grocery store or whatever, I gotta be a little bit like, boop. Just cover it up a little bit. So I don't know. I don't judge anyone who dresses like that. Like, I really don't care. It's just for me personally, I've become more self-conscious of what I wear. And again, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm leaving it up to you guys. Number 3, American hospitality. I've really enjoyed it. I love the stranger friendliness of America. That is one thing I always miss when I'm in Japan. I really do miss like just someone just giving you a compliment. And since visiting America again, I swear every what feels like 10 or 15 minutes, like at the mall, someone has complimented on my hair color. Someone has complimented on this Kingdom Hearts shirt.
Can I actually talk about something? There's like this one thing I don't really know how to say in Japanese. Like I know how to phrase in Japanese, which is "I like your shoes." Like I know how to say it. その靴いいっすね. But it's something we never say in Japanese to like for some random people. I mean, the thing is like I guess like we do, maybe we might say it too, but you know how we've never. Because so like what I mean by that is like it's so natural for Americans to say like I like your shoes, nice shoes, bro, nice shirt, thanks. You never say that here at all.
Well, because everybody keeps to themselves. That's why, for the most part.
Which is obvious too. But do you know why people never do it here?
Because then they think they're weird.
So why do they think it's weird?
Because they're standing out.
Why? It's more that like I think it's not just only Japan, but more like an East Asian thing. You know, it might be different in China, but it's like if you talk to random strangers, like you're kind of trying to do something in Japan, especially. So like if you, it's like what people say in America too, like a stranger danger, but that's like a lot. It's that times like 20 here. Because even if you just talk to random people saying like a nice shirt, people in Japan just go like, oof, what is happening? Because that means they're already in trouble. And then that's like where they just go like, oof, I'm in trouble. They might like try to rob me kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's really like what Japan is like too.
A little strange, but yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like I wanted to kind of like cut the video here because like it's 30 minutes. So if you guys want to see the video, just go to akidearests channel. I'm going to probably link it in the description too. But overall, if you come to Japan, even though you are not trying to be Japanese, you obviously kind of become Japanese too. Like, in a way. Not like literally, but you kind of start learning like Japanese voice too. And then once you go back to your own country, people start calling you a weebin. That's just so common too. Did you ever notice like any things like that kind of changed about you drastically so that like when you talk to your parents or like your friends back in the States, they just go like, what the fuck happened to you?
Not really, honestly. They just make fun of me when I speak Japanese.
They think you just...
They're like, oh, little Oriental boy.
Americans are racist.